just enough time. So put on your best, boys, and I'll wear my pearls.
Redneck.
Well, the boys round here don't listen to the Beatles run. Old Bo Cephas threw a jukebox needle at the honky-tonk where their boots stomp all night. What? Yeah, and what they call work a digging in the dirt. Gotta get it in the ground before the rain come down. To get paid, to get the girl in your four-wheel drive. Yeah, the boys round here drinking that ice-cold beer, talking about girls, talking about trucks, running them red dirt roads out, kicking up dust. The boys round here sending up a prayer to the man upstairs. Backwoods legit, don't take no shit. Shoot a back a shoot a back a shoot a back a spit. Oh heck. Well, the boys round here, they're keeping it country. Ain't a damn one know how to do the Dougie. No, I'm not in Kentucky, but these girls round here, yep, they still love me. Yeah, the girls round here, they all deserve a whistle. Shaking that sugar sweet.
I like the gentleman's bull and how he's designed as he comes out of his shoulder down his top and then as well in his forearm. I think there's more true read of muscle shape and expression in this individual when I read him, and I think he's going to be one that's just, in my mind, I turn him out in the pasture and I think about him in the pasture and I think he's a bit softer doing kind of a bull. Square-ended, big-hipped, big-bellied, one that like I said, I kick him out in my mind and he stays in the type that holds his flesh, good kind of bull. Both of these bulls I'd change ever so slightly on their front feet as they come to you. They want to pigeon in just a tiny, tiny bit. Taking nothing away from the dark redneck bull that stands in second. He's the longer-sided individual, but he tightens down in his forerib and his heart, and I guess that's where I'd like to change him for amount of width that we see in his shoulder. He's not as open in his forerib, and his concave, just kind of concaves inward down at the base of his forerib. Change him there. I like this bull from a soundness and attractiveness standpoint, and I think you have to comment on just the overall look that he has, because that's his advantage over the first place bull, just how he holds his strength to his top. Big, rugged, stout individual stands here in third, gets a little bit chestier for me, doesn't have that drop to his flank. Looks to me like maybe he was a bull that was used this year. I wonder if he was turned out. Good kind of an individual. Gets out and goes, has enough softness to his structure, masculinity to his head. He just ran into two bulls that read with more power and more depth to their rib. Good kind all the way through. That's three really nice bulls.
Our junior champion bull goes to entry number 158, Rematal West Cloud 9, ET95F from Rematal West and Dallas Farms. Our reserve goes to entry number 157, Rematal West JKF Belmont 162F from Rematal West and JK Fraser Cattle. And in third spot, entry number 159, GH Rambo Impact ET 479F from JK Fraser Cattle. And our final class for our Shorthorn show is our Get of Sire. We have one entry.
Let's put our hands together and show our appreciation for the Shorthorn exhibitors today. This will be our last class of the Shorthorns. Fresh in terms of presentation and condition is how I describe these cattle, and nice made from the heifer on the far side coming this way. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
So first place in our Shorthorn Get of Sire goes to Diamond Shorthorns. Jamie, you must be getting real desperate for the show help out there. Moving into class number 13 of our Hereford show, our 2-year-old bulls. 3 entries in this class.
Southern drawing, just can't help it 'cause they just keep falling for the boys round here, drinking that ice cold beer, talking about girls, talking about trucks, running them red dirt roads out, kicking up dust. The boys round here, sending up a prayer to the man upstairs. Backwoods legit, don't take no shit. Chew tobacco, chew tobacco, chew tobacco, spit. Hey now girl, hop inside. Me and you gon' take a little ride to the river. Let's ride. Lay a blanket on the ground. Kissing in the crickets is the only sound. We out of town. Have you ever got down with a do you wanna get down with a girl, you gotta get down with the boys round here, drinking that ice cold beer, talking about girls, talking about trucks, running them red dirt roads out, kicking up dust. The boys round here, sending up a prayer to the man upstairs. Backwoods legit, don't take no shit. Chew tobacco, chew tobacco, chew tobacco, spit. Oh, yeah. I'm one of them boys round here. Well, all I'm thinking about is you and me, how we'll be. So come on, girl, hop inside. Me and you, we're gonna take a little ride. Lay a blanket on the ground. Kissing in the crickets is the only sound. We out of town. Yeah. Girl, you gotta get down with the come on through the countryside.
My first comment is that all 3 of these bulls have some value to their individual programs and the type and kind that they are because they're sound. They have the right shape to their feet in terms of a big dinner plate foot. And then it's my job to describe to you from there what I see. And I talked about, and I've been very consistent, I start at the ground and I look at structure, and then we have to add some muscle to the cattle, and then we want to add some balance from there. And I guess the muscle thing is what comes to me as the advantage advantage here, the bull that wins. And I read this calf in terms of true expression of shape, not just being having some added condition. When you read this guy in terms of true muscle expression down his top, when you read him at his stifle and his forearm, he has more muscle expression than the bull that comes next. And because that's where I changed a really attractive bull that stands in second. You get behind him and he tapers from hooks to pins, a little more peaked there in his look. Really one that he's a big volume, high capacity individual, but I read him and I take the cover off of him and I don't read him with as much muscle shape. Appreciate though that he's a big bodied, soft, easy doing individual, very well presented out here. Next bull, the thing that came to my mind, and I may be totally off base, but I thought, this is a guy that might be a Cavanese kind of a bull. He's flat in his shoulder, really level and long in his type and kind. He's sound, gives up some to the lower base, gives up some bone work comparative to those other two bulls. That's 3 really good bulls though. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
Thank you, Jeremy. Our senior champion goes to entry number 164 GH 377X Eclipse 27E from Nelson Hershey Purebreds and Kurt Sandberg and Wade Carroll. Our reserve goes to entry number 162 Leveldale Expedition 101B 707E from Fluellen Cattle, Jay Holmes, and Leveldale Polled Herefords. And in third spot, entry number 161 LBH 237 Billy Ladd 169E from Dallas Farms. And into our Grand Champion and Reserve Grand Champion Hereford classes, back from our calf class, entry number 153 GH Eclipse Revolution 208G from Nelson Hershey Purebreds. From our junior division, entry number 158 Remitol West Cloud 9 ET95F from Remitol West and Dallas Farms. And from our senior division, entry number 164 GH 377X Eclipse 27E from Nelson Hershey Purebreds, Kurt Sandberg and Wade Carroll.
Let's put our hands together and show our appreciation for our Hereford Bull lineup. As I commented earlier, and just want to congratulate the Hereford breeders here, I think you've kept the functionality in your cattle at a level that I sure do appreciate, and just the type and kind on those cattle. From a commercial cowman standpoint, I said yesterday I went over to the auction mart and watched the cattle as they sold on Friday, and there's quite a bit of baldies that went through there that I watched, and I guess, this would be a lot of base at where they'd come from, and I think you guys have done a nice job in keeping that, just the practical traits in your show cattle. A little bit harder decision for me here, because I like pieces and parts of each of the individuals. I'm going to take one more look, but congratulations as we go out and select our champions. Our Grand Champion Hereford Bull goes to entry number 158 Remitol West Cloud 9 ET95F from Remitol West and Dallas Farms. And our reserve goes to entry number 164 GH 377X Eclipse 27E from Nelson Hershey Purebreds, Kurt Sandberg and Wade Carroll.
Remitol West will be taking home the banner from MNP, as well as a tub of the Sweet Pro and a $500 certificate from Elta Genetics. And our reserve will be taking home the banner from ORE.